Okay, I wanted to show you how you can add modules to your content browser. So I'm in my research writing class that I taught on the January term in the Adult Accelerated program. And so there's two ways that you can get to your content browser. My content browser widget has been moved up here, so I can click on the content browser heading here. Or you can also get to the content browser by clicking the down arrow next to your course title and then clicking content. You can see my modules are created mostly by week. So I've got a week 1, week 2, week 3, and then some resource modules. So when you want to create a module, you click on the Add a Module window and then decide what you want to name it. So I'm going to hypothetically add a week 6. And then it pops open in the center. I just also wanted to note that you can move your modules around by just dragging those dots there on the side up to where you want it. So there I created it down here in this little window or a text box, and then I scooted it up where I wanted it to be. Okay, so now that I'm in the content of it, if you already have a discussion created or a Dropbox already created, you can add those items to the module by clicking on Add Existing Activities. So let's say you want to add a discussion. We'll add that one. And there it is. It pops right in there already. It already has the directions and the link and everything. It's really easy. Let's say you want to add a quiz. Oops, I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong button. If you want to add a quiz that you've already created, I clicked on Add Existing Activities. I'm going to choose the quizzes, and let's say I'm going to put that one in there. And again, it's already populated. Everything, it automatically links what you've already created in these drop-down menus in the communication area or in the evaluation area. It automatically connects those items to your content browser. So let's say you want to add something a brand new item. So you can upload a file. I'm just going to pull anything here. How about this syllabus? And again, there it is. So I uploaded a Word document. Let's say I want to upload another document just to show you that again. Let's say I want to add this report. Add, give it a second, content updated successfully, and there it is at the bottom. You can also create a file. So I added the title. If you want to add a link, you can insert quick link. URL. So let's say you found a website. You can copy the website's URL there, add a title. I don't have one to add. Okay, save and close. Now, this is a little bit different than uploading a document because now you're within that document. So to get back to your table of contents, week 6 here is the specific module I was working in. Table of contents is everything. And there's that file document. Another thing to mention is you can adjust this type by editing the HTML. I'm going to use the recommended font style, which is Arial, and at least 12 font size, just so it's big enough. It's easier on the eyes. Okay, so now when the student opens it, the font style is Arial and it's a little bit bigger point size. So I'm back in week 6 again. If I want to rearrange these things, again, I hover over those dots and then I can drag it to where I want it to be. So it's pretty easy to rearrange things. So you can move things around like that. If I want to make another module, I just click on Add New Module. So again, it opens with the opens in that content browser within that module. But if I want to move it, I go back over here to the table of contents. And I'm going to scooch weeks. Oops, I don't think I got a hold of it. Grab week 7 and drag it up. There we go. And then again, if I want to add something I've already created, like a discussion, I add an existing activity. Or I can add new things by uploading files. Oh, create a link. Let's try that one. Let's say just hypothetically. So if I want to add a web page, I go to that web page, Control C, enter the URL. Open as external source, that just means that it'll open up in a new tab. I'm going to go back to week 7 so that I can see where it is in the list. And there's the link. So when students click that link, it pops open in a new tab automatically. So that's how to create content, add content to the content browser. One other quick note, this is how I like to arrange my pages with course news and content up at the top. To change the layout of your pages, of your home page, I should say, scroll all the way to the bottom of your home page and you'll see 3 dots. Edit this home page. And you can change the panels. I believe this basic one is where where all the D2L courses are defaulted to. Let's say 3 equal panels. Update. Oh. And then you can scooch the widgets around like this. So it's pretty easy to scooch things around. Also, if there's a widget in there you don't like, let's say there's one that you're just not going to use, just click the X and it'll take it off. So let's see now that I've moved some things around. So now my homepage looks like this. So since students use the content browser the most, it might be most useful to have that up at the top. Where they first log on, where their eye sees it first. And that way they can just click on Content Browser and see all the table of contents. All right, please let me know if you have any questions.